The history and mystery of Valentine's Day. You see, the earliest possible origin story of Valentine's Day is the pagan holiday Lupercalia, occurring for centuries in the middle of February. The holiday celebrates fertility. Men would strip naked and sacrifice a goat and dog. You see, Lupercalia was a bloody and brutal affair in which animals would be sacrificed in the Lupercal cave at the base of Palatine. Some scholars say that Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14 of different years in the 3rd century. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of St. Valentine's Day. Although the stories behind St. Valentine's are a bit vague, some legends say that he was a Roman priest who defied Emperor Claudius II, who banned marriage so men would be more willing to go to war by continuing to marry people in secret, which resulted in St. Valentine's brutal execution. You see, some equally say the Emperor Aurelius had imprisoned St. Valentine in 272 AD for continuing to marry Christian soldiers despite royal decree. The festival was dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, and Roman founders Romulus and Remus. This is the truth of Valentine's Day origin that many people don't know. During the festival, men would sacrifice goats and dogs and whip women with the hide of the animals. But behind the rosy facade of Valentine's Day is a mysterious and grisly tale of beheading and body parts scattered across Europe. The Catholic martyr Saint Valentine was beheaded on that day in the 3rd century, supposedly for breaking a Roman ban on performing marriages. You see, John chapter 4 verse 22 says, "He worship he know not what, we know what we worship. For Yahshua's salvation is of the Yahudim, the Jews." Amos 5:21, the Most High says, "I hate and despise your feast days, and I do not savour your sacred assemblies." February throughout has been known as the month of love. It is a time when the earth is at its most fertile. Plants and flowers are getting ready to shoot up. Farmers are getting ready for lambing and chick season. Animals will come out of hibernation and start looking for a mate. February 14, Juno February Day. Ancient Romans celebrated a holiday on February 14th to honor the goddess of Juno, who is the queen of Roman gods. She is also the goddess of childbirth and marriage. In this ritual, women will put their names in a box and the men would draw out a name, then the two would be coupled for the duration of the festival. This festival was to promote marriage and fertility, and many of the people who were coupled went on to marry. You see, February 13th to 15th, Lupercalia. Romans celebrated Lupercalia, a 3-day holiday that celebrated the Faunus, the god of fertility. Men would go to a cave dedicated to Lupercalia, the wolf god, located at the foot of Palatine Hill, believed to be the birthplace of Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, who were suckled by a she-wolf. The man would sacrifice a goat and then don its skin, then run around towns and villages, whipping men and women with a whip made from the goat's skin. This was said to be a blessing of fertility to whoever was whipped. There would be big parties and a 3-day feast and festival to celebrate Lupercalia. You see, February 14, Valentine's Day. Early believers, Christians, or shall I say the church, did not celebrate St. Valentine's Day or even acknowledge it on their calendar, as they did not believe Valentine was a saint and they called the holiday a pagan festival. A lot of priests frown upon any of their flock who celebrate the day. Valentine's Day got its name from the priest called Valentine, who was performing sacred marriages so young men did not have to go to war. Married men who were drafted at that time did not have to go to war. When he was found out, he was sent to prison to be beheaded by the church for his crimes. While in prison awaiting his fate, he fell in love with a servant girl. They passed note onto each other. On the note, they signed them anonymous to keep their love secret. This is why people sent Valentine's cards anonymously. Please beware of this. Ignorance is not an excuse. forewarned is forearmed. Keep away from pagan holidays. The Most High Yahuwah Tzava'ot is not pleased with these days. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.